Welcome to episode 4 of Graymason Gaming Plays Solaris, a Neptunes Pride Players guide, where I'm playing a 32-player game, trying to show some of the features and differences between the two and win along the way. Where we left off was one of tranquility for the old Graymason Alliance. I'm in an alliance with Clear, with Professor Oak, with Chibi, with Nitro, with JSE, Ulysses, with Kagan, Imperio. They're all on my alliance. The problem is, the real alliance here is Clear, Professor, Nitro, Chibi. Those four have helped me survive so they can win. I don't consider me part of their alliance. I consider me a tool in their tool belt for them to win. The enemy in this game has been Karmadrome, Kip, Ragu, Rainbow Warriors, and Quarantined. Now, I originally was partnered with Quarantined, Rainbow, and Ragu, and they flipped and joined. They flipped, betrayed me, and joined Karmadrome and Kip. And a while ago, I was about dead. I've negotiated peace, and I've expressed some of my frustrations with how I was treated. And let me be clear, I don't just flip willy-nilly. If I'm part of an alliance, I will stick with that alliance. But what happened over in this corner of the map is what triggered me. You can look back at the other episodes to get more detail, but essentially, this star was taken to defend by Clear. That's fine. I agree to that. I was getting decimated by Karmadrome, not really getting help. I asked one time for support to take this star back and was denied because they wanted to attack Karmadrome instead and them grow and gain stars. After my ships blew up on that star, he took it anyway. He was going there anyway. But he wasn't going to do that for me. Then, last night, there was a sneak attack on Karmadrome that I was not privy to. I was not told about. I was not invited to. They wanted to gain ground over here, which is my border. Now, my complaint was they were fighting over here on their border and growing. It is keeping me alive. They finally say we need to shift over here, but then instead of including me in it, they're taking all the stars. So I'm not in their alliance. They think I'm in their alliance. So now let's do a quick 8 hours earlier what happened that helped propel this even further. We are halfway through cycle 12, and you can see there's some action I want to call out. Down here we had a big explosion, and we have my allies pushing out and making some ground on Karmadrome. And I've been chatting with Ragu, Rainbow, Q, trying to figure out what the plan is. And they're attacking Raz, and they're kind of locked down until these three are gone. And they're concerned that J2 has 2,500 ships coming. Well, and so in my conversations with them, I accidentally, and I had asked him, hey, to move, can you move? If you look, he said, I'll head there now. This was tick 210. It's tick 247. 37 ticks later, he is still like randomly moving around my base. So I prompted him, nothing, no response. And then this is a message I meant to send to these other three. I said, yeah, J22 has been moving to help for 46 hours now. He has 114 economy, 79 industry, and 17 ships with 0 specialists, 0 warp gapes. He's clearly a new player. That being said, he has 2,382 ships, plus some in my nebula, probably another 100, 200, that in theory are headed your way to Cena. So it's clearly I meant to be sending this to Rainbow. I'd asked him to keep moving his ships, and he has not. He's not even replied to me. He was part of JC's alliance originally, so I told JC that if he doesn't move his ships, I'm going to flip him to enemy and blow him up, and then take his stars. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I can just do the math and blow him up, although I'd want to get ships into position on his stars and just take all his stuff at the same time. Where do you want me to tell them to go? Indian, which is this wormhole of karma. So I'm like, he's going to see this and know I'm working and know I'm going to plot him, and then he's going to do real damage. So I can't take back the message. So I just flipped him. And then I told JSE, hey, I'm sorry, I'm killing your ally. And so I'm blowing up of his 4,400 ships. I'm going to blow up half of them in the next couple of hours. He's got like 1,000 here, but luckily I had I had the Scamp here helping me defend, so I got a Saboteur, and we'll blow that up. There's 1,000 of his ships. Then we got this 303, and I did the math. I'm like, okay, 303. If he just goes in here, he wins with 143. But if I get this orbital defense and a Saboteur to make this go down to 4, I win with 6. So I win this fight. Then here's the tricky one. So he has 423, right? And I have 400. So he's coming in with 423 against 400. I bought the orbital defense. I had a Saboteur. I win with 216. I get a smuggler to bring those 500 down, and that will get there before the ships get there. And then the only thing that could go wrong is when this blows up, when I blow them up, if my Saboteur dies, because he has another 800 coming. So I'll defend it. I may just have to check in 10 minutes what happens. And then I'm just going to send all of this stuff to start taking these stars. I will get crap from my team, but I'm just going to say he's been 2 days zigzagging around, and I'm going to just say that. What that'll do now is you'll see the response I got from my northern coordination. Because what they said is, he's like, hey, you mentioned you can fight J22. They have a lot of ships. That would be a problem for us. And I'm like, oh, I commented on that on the larger thread what I just wrote you. He's like, what thread? And then I looked and I sent it to the person I'm attacking. And I'm like, well, this could turn ugly now. Damn it. Is there any way to delete a message? Cringe. Not that I know of. Oops. Well, you're with us now. Welcome aboard. Blow them up. So what they did say now, and then Rainbow came back and said, well, in sight of your error, I'll speed up my movement and put pressure on. Not intentional. So as you can see, I made a mistake. I made a big mistake, and I was afraid of mixing my threads around and saying something to the wrong person. So today I had to fess up and say what I did, which is J22 is small. He's not getting any specials. Oh, he has one now. He wasn't getting any industry. He wasn't contributing and getting into position to help me. So I killed him, and I blew him up, and I'm taking his stars. Now, Chippy's going to take some of his stars too, so we'll split it. He'll probably get the west, I'll get the east. Which is okay, it's not clear, right? And if they're unfair in the distribution, it'll be another reason for my inevitable switch. Now, when I did this last night, my old alliance, this northern group that I've been talking with, let's see, they are the Northern Coordination Group. Welp, you're with us now. When I told them I made this mistake, you're with us now. Welcome aboard. And then they went all out. And let me show you what they did. They went all out on Razator. Raz? Yeah. on Raz. So this is what Raz is sending to us, showing that they are absolutely going blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg. They're blitzkrieging him, and it's going to sake up all of our resources, all of our tokens to help defend this. It's just beautiful, because what I found out from Karmadrome is that he is about. Well, let's just see what Karmadrome said. I've been chatting with good old Karmadrome, and he told me Rainbow's leading about 60 stars, which is where I'm at. The rest are well behind me. And he said he is down to 53 and shrinking. So 53 and shrinking, I'm at 61 and growing. Rainbow is going crazy down here. So what I said to do to continue to prolong this a little more, as I said, I need to pretend that I'm in the fight. So I said, Karmadrome, you take these 3 up here, because what am I going to do with those? Anything I do with them is going to be very suspicious. It's not helpful. You take those 3, and then you gain you're just going to have a bigger presence. And then between us, if a bad musician wants to do something, they're going to do it to Karmadrome, not me. It gives me a little bit of a buffer. Same with Raz, right? Like, these 2 are going to deal with Karmadrome, not me. And then, yeah, and then what in return, though, I want 3 stars, so I'll take this star, and this star. So I'm going to start taking, and so it's going to look like I'm attacking. It looks like I'm on board. We see there was a tick. So they're all fighting. And by the way, I was way behind him now. Now, I'm like 4,000 ships up on clear. But only 3 stars back. Now, it's not totally true. I think there's some down here I don't see. But I got a lot stronger. And how's Chibi looking? Is he a scary person? I mean, they all have them, but I'm not taking any of them on alone. So, now, Geostar Empire, he's my buddy. I love Geostar Empire. He's not a big fan of his allies being attacked, and then we just all agreed to divvy him up. So I'm going to have to do some damage control with Geostar Empire, because this is exactly what he does not want me to do, and I get it. I don't want to betray him, and I won't directly attack him ever, but I need to do this. I need to grow, and I can't grow on my old alliance or new alliance. I don't even know which is which at this point, because it's kind of flip-flopped. I'm kind of this game just doing whatever I need to do with no real dedication or commitment, because nobody's committed to me. I've been screwed over by everybody this game, except for Jewish Star Empire. Everybody else has screwed me at one point or another. So I'm just doing what's best for me, and that's it. The last tick of the cycle, just a quick update. I've got great vision up here. I jumped through the wormhole. I've got great vision down here, which is amazing because I also am now in a group chat with another alliance that I'm in. I don't know who I'm rooting for, but let's go through some of the drama. Oh, let's see. Karmadrome is upset because I swapped these stars and then immediately a bad musician attacked. He's mad that Rainbow is not sending more ships to help support him. Rainbow is holding bad musician in place, but I think now that he launched out here, she feels comfortable attacking Karma, so he's like, what the hell? Yeah, there's just drama everywhere. They can all die. Just kill each other, everybody. The first tick of cycle 14. As you'll see, J2 is pretty much gone now. It actually went over better than I thought, mainly because Chibi also wanted to kill him like the entire time. But there was a little bit of tension because I said I was taking his stars, And then Chibi said, well, I'm going to take some stars. And then Clear said, I'm going to take some of the stars. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I just blew up like 2,500 ships. So I'm going to take half. And you guys, if you want to split the other half, that's fine. But and on top of that, J2 was sending all his ships into me. I also think I may have soured my relationship with JSE this game because he asked me not to do that. Now, I think it was, even if I wasn't playing both sides here, I think it was the right thing to do to get these stars into our hands because J2 was not working with us and not contributing. But I went against the ethical values of JSE, and so I don't know how happy he is with me now. And I saw Chibi then also sending some ships, and he still has some ships on. This was the last one, which was the home star. So, and then he's got ships over here grouping up, which, you know, could be heading for Karmadrome, but it makes it feel like he's gonna go after these stars here. And if I move all these away, I feel like he's going to attack me. And yeah, here's another 800 ships coming up here to take the 18. I think it got quiet in the Discord channel. And I think when I alienated JSE with killing J2, he told them that I have been talking with Karma because I told him, hey, you're safe. They won't attack you. You know, if you're with me. He's like, well, what about Imperium? I'm like, didn't talk about him, just you. And so I think he may have spilled the beans that I've been working with these guys. You can see now I've gotten quite big. I'm Clear, I think, is in second place. I'm 10 stars ahead of him. I'm 5,000 ships ahead of him and growing. And as soon as he sends me this terraforming, if he does, I'll do another big boost in industry. So now, again, you keep in mind I only see what is not in the nebula, but so he doesn't know exactly how strong I am either. So there's tensions within my alliance, and this is the danger of playing on both sides. But J2's about dead. Up here what happened is I've actually got quite a good relationship now with Bad Musician, some mutual respect. Karmadrome, I traded 3 for 3 stars, but then she attacked him, so he basically let me have them back. But now he's saying I owe him 5 stars. I'm like, I'm sorry it didn't work out for you, but you can't just take 5 stars in the south. What I said is I want them to attack me over me attacking them, so I can be the victim, and she'll side with me because Bad Musician is still about my ship count. I'm going to start growing beyond her, but she's still very, very big. Now, they have removed Quarantine from this section. He's all but gone, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm all right, Bad Musician, what are you going to do? She's like, well, I can either go after Rainbow or Karma. And I said, why don't you go after Rainbow? But maybe I need to change that because I didn't want her down here too. But Rainbow, meanwhile, you can see all the vision I have now. I pretty much see the entire map. I have someone here, and so when I attacked J2, he launched on Raz. Our alliance drained all their, well, Clear's alliance drained all their resources defending him, but he still made out quite well and is completely neutered now. And Rainbow will continue to grow, and once he's done, then all these things can just push up into Clear. Now, here's the other thing over here. You'll notice that what I'm a little nervous about is he's loading up ships over on my star, which might be fine, but then Chibi again, 1,200 ships, so came out of the wormhole and went east away from the front line, which makes me very nervous about him shooting up this way. So if they are aware that I've been backstabbing them, he's going to push up this way. They're going to try to take this section. They're going to attack J2 there. And you'll also notice this is starting to build up now. They're not funneling ships away from the front line anymore. Very subtle, but these are the things you look for. This used to be getting ferried back away from the front, away from here towards the center. Not anymore. So they are not dumb, and they are gearing up to fight me. And it serves me well to delay that as long as possible because I run these stars. Now, I think I, at this point, have absolutely the best relationship I have was my original 4 alliance with Ragu, Quarantined, and Rainbow. I think all 3 of them are 100% on board with me. Then I would say Karmadrome and Kip, as part of this 5-man, are more on board than Clear at this point, although I'm technically in Clear's alliance and trading tech. It's all very confusing. So the other thing now, because Karmadrome lost those stars, he's like, well, you owe me 5 stars. And I want to take 5 in your south. I'm like, I don't want you to take 5 in my south. Like, you're going to be taking like my core stars. So I'm like, that makes no sense. He's like, you got to throw me a bone. So tensions are rising with Karmadrome as he has been continually battered. Oh, this is interesting. Now I can finally, I just got vision. Or no, I'm getting vision. I don't know what's happening here. So Ragu just got this star. So yeah. So Karmadrome is pushing. And my biggest fear is Karmadrome and them spill the beans. They say, hey, you know what? Clear our alliance. Well, let's just kill Graymason. He's been playing us both. Let's just kill him and divvy up his stars, which would be a great play if they did it. So that's what I need to avoid. So I need to placate everybody. But my fear is they're planning to do that anyway. And Karmadrome's like, give me 5 stars as a head start. So I'm going to hold my ground. But that's where we're at. Hopefully I get terraforming from Clear. After that, if we look at Karmadrome's size, I'm 10,000 ships up on what I can see. He does have some more. On JSE, I'm way up. But the 2 biggest threats, if I were to stick with these guys, would be, we'll just call it 10,000 from Chibi, plus his 11. So they still have me outnumbered. I can't take just those 2 on. But could I take those 2 on with the support of Kip, Karmadrome, Quarantine? Probably. So I think what needs to happen is let's get this finished, cleared out, and see if we can't start pushing on Clear. But I don't want to do anything drastic in the interim. I want to just see how things play out and build up defensively. For example, I did build a Saboteur here, so I have a General Saboteur on here. So if he does flip, he's going to take big losses, and he's going to have to send in more ships. And if we look at the far side of this, he does have 2,000 sitting there ready to go. I'm no dummy. I know it's coming. I just have to try to not have everyone come against me like they should if they want to win. Okay, so we've moved forward a bit on the plan, and let's go through some conversations I've had. First, I've set the stage here with Mad Musician saying that they would come on board if we stopped attacking Raz, and they would be okay working with my OG gangsters, Rainbow, Quarantine, Ragu. So let's get them on board. So first one is the easiest. Rainbow and Karmadrome already not getting along. And so I said, hey, he's threatening and bullying me. If I just went and killed him, do you think Quarantine and you and Ragu would stick with me? He said, in all honesty, I'll go whichever way Quarantine went, so you'd have to convince him. I'm like, all right, 1 in the bag. Let's go to number 2. Same question for him. And he says, there's been some push to formalize our alliance. It sounds like you may have rubbed Karma the wrong way. I think if you guaranteed Karma first place, he'd be happy. You can ask Ragu. Yeah, I'll do that. So then go to Ragu. Same question for him. Hey, if there's a fight, I know you're loyal. I know you're someone, that wouldn't do this type of thing. But if there was a fight between us, it's going to be a fight. If there was, which side would you pick? And what would it take? What would determine it? So let's see what he says. Because if I get him on board, right? Now we got Ragu on board here, right? I've got actually Ragu here and here. And up here, more importantly. And we get Rainbow and Quarantine. They could push into Karmadrome from the south and Kip. Karmadrome Kip. If I do that, I'm pretty sure Chibi Prof Clear hit, I hit. This is like super vulnerable right now. We all grow, but then as soon as these 2 oranges are gone, I got my gangsters. And then we kill off Clear and the rest, and we win. So that is the game plan. I just need Ragu on board. Oh yeah, and I got musician up here, helping push on Karma Drum too. So this is very possible. World War koozie. Here we are, almost at the end of Cycle 14. I got through this wormhole here. You can see 5,700 ships with another 2,100 coming my way. Those are, when you look at those, routed to Glideson, which is here. And this is the wormhole. Let's see if anything happened now. Okay. Yeah, so this is the wormhole that goes up to here. So it's going to be about 8,000 ships. I still am waiting to see his response on, hey, who would you side with, Karma Drum or myself? I'm feeling like I might have my answer. Because, you know, he could have sent these ships to this wormhole over to here to attack up into Clear. But the fact that that isn't happening, and I've still had almost radio silence from my team, tells me that I'm about to be killed. My days of playing the double agent may be short-lived. If he just told me he was good, I would just attack. But now I think I need to send some troops and defend that. And we'll see what he says. But yeah, man, nothing yet. And when you look here, like, I have the most stars and the most ships. Rainbow's doing pretty good, but with the economy, now I also did get tech from everyone except for Clear, and I started just researching terraforming myself. So worst case, I'll just perpetually be 2 behind. But yeah, and then looking around the board here. Yeah, they're attacked. Like, look at this. What is this? They're coming to attack me. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, these guys are coming up here. Here we go. Cycle 15. This will wrap up this episode of Life as a Double Agent. Because I'm a double agent no more, it is officially on. I'm being attacked by exactly what I thought. They were not super good about hiding it. But you got the 6,000 from... it's not really Rainbow Warriors. You got the 6,000 from Ragu. You got Ragu attacking me. You got Chibi, who is in position to take the star as soon as he flips. I'm just jumping down here to try to take a star back. You got Karmadrome sending me some love up north. You got Karmadrome sending me some love down south. I'll repel this one. It'll be really nice to kill the smuggler. I've got attacks from Clear, and I'm sure once Chibi gets online, they'll attack as well. So let's see how it goes. Now, I'm not gonna give up. Don't you worry. I'm not giving up. JC's on board with me. I shared what happened. He understands. I also explained my situation in Discord. It was, I don't even think I mentioned it on the recordings, but when we very first started, Clear created a Discord server for all of us to get on and coordinate, and he made a channel and then made sure, hey, this is a private, you can't see this channel, right? He made a special channel for his 4 core alliance. Like, that was red flag number 1. Red flag number 2 was not helping me take the Shizu star, but then taking it himself. Number 3 was his surprise attack, where he didn't include me, and he never really helped me gain. So I knew I was not on his side, and that was what made me say, okay, let me see if I can work with Karmadrome, who never also gave me the warm, fuzzy feeling that if I joined him, he would really be on my side. So they're both shady as fuck. I mean, I would team with them in the future, but I want to be like on their real alliance from the start. Joining midway through, I felt like I was never really going to be in their inner circle. And so I straddled it long enough that Karmadrome told Clear. Clear's saying, you've betrayed us, so therefore you're a filthy scoundrel and we're going to kill you. And Ragu's just, he says, I'm going to do whatever Karmadrome does. So I'm hoping that Quarantined and Rainbow Warriors will still join me. And Razatory. If they do, they could just create a lot of havoc in the south and just push up from here and grow considerably. We have JSE, Imperio, and Kagan. I mean, I guess Ulysses is kind of in the game still. And Bad Musician. Bad Musician said she would hit Karmadrome. It's like, okay, now is the time. Yes, please. And then these guys can, they have this wormhole, so they can all hit these guys as well, the JSE team. And I just need to hunker down and do as much damage as I can. So that's where we're at. We're going to do some detailed planning. There's things like this where he launched on me, and I can just warp gate. It's like right now, right? If I warp gated, he would get there in one tick, and I would get there the following. But in one tick, he'll be 2 ticks away, and I'll be 3 ticks away. I warp gate them both. I'll arrive and be there before him. So I'll blow that up. They're not flagged yet. I'm gonna let them flag, but maybe I let them flag. I think I should. I'll blow this up. We'll see what happens. But yeah, most likely going to die now. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm talking to JSE. We're like, you know what? We have to make sure Clear does not win, because he's the one that really is the betrayer in this story. Karmadrome is just kind of doing, like, a snake's going to bite you, right? Like, of course. Eventually, you're going to get bit. So you can't punish a snake for just doing what snakes do. But Clear really is treating us like we're fools and not seeing what he's done. Again, Clear, I'll totally ally with you, but I want to actually be your ally next time, not this like pseudo ally pretend that you're my ally. Same with Karmadrome. I would do both of them. Love Rainbow Warrior. So yeah, let's end this one here and get into the final battle and see how long I can survive. I did send this message out to the group, to all these people. It's end game. I've been attacked. I know you're not included in the inner circle. I know you guys are in this situation. I ask you all, join me in the fight. Final fight of the galaxy. Chips fall where they may. Let's make this an interesting ending. Let's make this an epic ending. Join me. Attack the aggressors. Let's have fun time blowing shit up. Who's with me? We'll find out. Because honestly, if they do all join me, I don't know. I still think I could win. Let's find out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, click on the link for the next episode. And don't forget to click subscribe for more content.